Bursary process, it's a bit like a dream in a way, because it's like they just give you the money and they let you get on with it, which is amazing, because that never, I don't know, I think the more I work as an artist, the more I realize how hard it is to keep something going that is not constantly being instrumentalized and not constantly being put into other people's agendas.
It's the flexibility of it that is just so important, because actually an artistic process can take you in all different directions, and I think at its best it is really responsive.
It helps you with funding applications, helps you to think through ideas, and also to think through some of the practical things that you need to talk about and consider when you're making work. And then a space at the end, this is the kind of end of it, to try something out or do something new, or just work in a different way.
I think because of the way that they work here on loads of different projects, it means that whatever type of thing you come up with that you want to do, they're probably going to have some experience in how to manage it or how to support you in it.
With a lot of different schemes, you get a sense that there has to be kind of value for money, or a product for a certain amount of money. Whereas this, what was really great was seeing all the different bursary artists use the money in such different ways.
So I've spent this summer, since June to November, between Brighton and London, which has been great. Me and Ailey, who's also an artist, and my girlfriend, have spent 5 days in the studio here at Artsadmin on a new performance project exploring outrage and outrageousness. What the bursary itself has allowed me to do is have a bit of time off, like making this year, which is what I was craving. I think last year I had 2 quite big new shows that I was making, and they were funded, and there was a set kind of deadline for when the show would be on, and I found that I was under quite a lot of pressure in those processes, and knowing that I had the bursary definitely kind of allowed me to make that decision, and that decision has been really, really important for me, I think, because I have felt a lot of stress lift away from me.
When I applied, I just said I felt like I could do a bit more support, and then when I had that support, I was able to think in a way about what sort of project I wanted to do that you can't do if you don't have that space already. There wasn't so much of a product at the end of it. It's nice not to have to worry about a product at the end.
It's interesting because I'm more from a visual arts background, so I would never have thought that I'd get the bursary, because I'm not really like a all naked, my body is my thing, performance artist person. So it's sort of funny to to be in that context more, and to see stuff see Project O's work, which I probably wouldn't have seen if I hadn't been in that sort of network. So I'm hoping that because of the people who I've met for it, that I will continue to be more part of that.
Our work, I guess, tackles contemporary identity politics, particularly centred, I guess, around ideas of mixed raceness and gender, and looking to present bodies that might not ordinarily have been seen, and somehow talk about who has access and permission around those bodies.
Make stuff that really is largely coming out of the fact of cystic fibrosis, which is this chronic disease where your body produces excess fluids. And then a lot of the work that I do is really thinks about how performance space can become a place where I can claim agency over my body, or some kind of ownership over it, or take it back as mine. And recently I've been doing a lot of work to do with zombies, so thinking about zombie as a metaphor for a sick body. So it's quite interesting that it also allowed me to, for the first time, work with a lot of other people in a performance. So I usually perform on my own. It allows you to kind of do something that you wouldn't ordinarily do.